We going?
You can sit.
Okay, I guess I'll just get this one out of the way. This is, I'll talk about this other guy I knew, Douglas Robertson. I'll also post this on my blog with some literature about him and some illustrations, which I'll link back to at the bottom of the video. Douglas was he was a schizophrenic, and I guess he was only in public school because I guess they figured as long as he keeps taking his medication, you know, he can go to public school. But of course, like most schizophrenics, they don't like their medication. He, I don't think, took his medication, so you would say that's one of the reasons I was drawn to him. But no, he was also an artist, and he did these amazing, which really impressed me, pen and ink drawings, like really alien-looking stuff. I mean, it was a big influence on my own work. So yeah, so we had art in common, and he was like a really trippy guy when I was back in high school with him. I didn't know very much about various mental illnesses, although I had interest in it, and I had the popular conception that I think a lot of people had at the time that, you know, being a schizophrenic was like being on LSD all the time. So he always like said like really strange things, and you know they always had like a real strange kind of quirky sense of humor and stuff like that. But he kind of degenerated as time went by, and he got into like the Christianity and the Bible and stuff, and he just, when he grew up, he just like stayed at home in his room at his parents' house and watched cable TV and, you know, drank cheap wine and beer and stuff like that. I used to go over and visit him for once in a while, you know, because we'd known each other for so long. I mean, it wasn't very exciting visiting Douglas. It was almost like a chore, but it's like, who else did the guy have to talk about? He didn't have any other friends. I guess he spent a little time hanging out with his sister, I guess, but that was about his, that was it for his social life. And then I actually did the blog article that I wrote, which you can go to the blog to read for yourself. I actually posted a copy of that as, I think, as a deviation on DeviantArt, and I didn't know what happened to him a long time ago, and then all of a sudden someone contacted me and told me what happened to him ultimately. Apparently he was working on his car. He had like this, he inherited like some old big 60s clunker car, and I guess he worked on it a lot, and he went in the house to light a cigarette on the stove, and I guess he had a lot of, he doused, I don't know how much gas, he had gas fumes coming off of him, I guess, because he was working under the car and he got gasoline on him, and it must have been an appreciable amount, because when he went to light up his cigarette on the stove, he caught on fire. I guess his mom must have came home from work at some point and found him, and they took him to the hospital, and he must have been burned like really bad. They kept him alive in the hospital for about a month, and then he passed away. So that's probably the most gruesome dead guy story I have to share with you. I mean, he certainly didn't deserve that. He was a really nice guy, except for his schizophrenia. He, like I said, his last days, he just like, he used to stay in his room, he used to read the Bible, and he had like, he was having like religious hallucinations. So, but anyway, yeah, so we don't have to deal with him anymore. Well, that's it for the Douglas Robertson chapter of Dead Guy Stories. See you guys later.